All right, Kava here. Welcome to this extremely low-tech video podcast. I just wanted to do a little taste-off today. I have some extra time, and I was like, what the heck? Might as well get crunk on some Hawaiian Kava and let the rest of the day roll out smoothly. So today, I've already reviewed this on the Kava website, I believe. This is Hawaiian Kava Center's Awa Moa. Probably not the right way to pronounce it, but I'm not Hawaiian, so. And then this is also from the Hawaiian Kava Center, and this is Hawaiian Kava Center's Nene, which I'm probably also not pronouncing correctly. I don't know what the lines above the E's are supposed to mean in terms of phonetics. So I want to do a little bit of a taste-off, and in the process show all of you how I like to make my kava. And also just some notes before I start this kava making podcast. We all know that there have been some supply problems in the kava world recently. Most unexpectedly and most disappointingly has been our favorite, well, not all of our favorite, but at least some of our favorites, Solomon Kava from Nakamal at Home, which I happen to have a back supply of in my underground kava sewer bunker. This is an awesome kava. I have heard from various sources that some of it has just cleared customs and will be available again soon. Maybe by the time this podcast is up. I don't know. But God bless Solomon Kava, and let's hope that we see more of this in the future. A lot more of it. Also, I want to give a shout out to Adil in Hawaii, who owns Paradise Kava, which is a new online kava vendor. He grows kava by himself. He's also a expert kava farmer and keeps different varieties of kava going. He keeps cultivars in stock. He has a genetic bank of different kinds of kava, which is really cool. Kava is not just a business; it's also a lifestyle and a hobby for a lot of people. And Paradise Kava, I just know this much about him because he's been very friendly, emailing back and forth, and I've tried the 100% Hawaiian Awa, which is a blend of different kavas that he sent to me, and which is available online, but apparently there's been some difficulties with the Paradise Kava website. But it is absolutely, hands down, the best kava I've ever bought online. So once that becomes available, I think we have a really, really strong new contender in the game. So a shout out to him, and good luck to his company. By the way, I'm not endorsed. I'm not giving any gifts to give shout outs to people, but he's just been really cool in correspondence, and I just wanted to say hello and remind everybody that when that kava becomes available in good quantities, try it, even if it's a little bit more expensive than other stuff. So anyways, here we are. We got our two different kinds of kava. I am going to make 2 cups of each of these kinds of kava, and I am going to show you how I make it, and you're going to see that it's a very short, straightforward process that a lot of people have been agonizing over, but which is actually not at all difficult. So these are absolutely 100%, without a doubt, the best kava strainers you can find. I ordered these from kickbackwithkava.com, who's also Kulei's Kava farm. They have kava for sale on Amazon.com that comes in like cool little packages with the cloth, shells, and the kava. And the good thing about these is that they have this kind of almost balloon-like texture, and they're really fine. So when you squeeze them, you don't get any of the roots or fibers in your kava, and you really only have to strain it once, or not even strain it at all. You just have to squeeze it through this, and then your kava is ready to drink. So let's start with the 100% Hawaiian Kava Nene, and I need to find a tablespoon. Let's see here. Well, you know what? I'll just eyeball it. I'm pretty good at that. So here it is. I'm going to put it into a kava shell and let you look at the color and everything. I might make it a little bit stronger than usual. So that's probably way more than 2 tablespoons, but all the better for me. So that's the Hawaiian Nene. Add a little bit more. Why not? Let's make this Thursday fun. So I'm going to take 2 cups of this water, and I have washed my hands, so don't fear. Wow, that was good. I just eyeballed those 2 cups without even really having to do it once or twice. So I'm going to take this kava strainer and I'm going to put it directly into the water before anything. Then I have my soy lecithin that comes from Nakamal at home. As you can see, the picture has been disturbed by water. So I'm going to pour all of this kava into the strainer bag and take a pinch of soy lecithin and put it in the bag. And I'm going to kind of get my hand around it really good and squeeze the kava through the strainer. And actually, I'm just going to let it sit a little bit while I make the second one, because it's good to let the kava sit a little bit. You don't want it to not sit before you squeeze it through. All right. So let's put that one aside and get this bowl, fill it with water. And then same thing, I'm going to eyeball it because I forgot my measuring equipment. Which, if you are a kava drinker, you're probably not going to be stressed out enough to worry too much over. Alright, so it's probably way more than 2 tablespoons, but as I said before, all the better for me. This one's a little bit darker than the Nene. It has a little bit more of a earthy smell. So, as all kava drinkers should, I have more than 1 kava strainer. So here is also from Kickback with Kava. I'm telling you, these are the best strainers you can get. Those nylon ones that you can get from Nakamal at home, God bless their hearts, but I don't find any use for them. I find myself having to go through this process a few times when I use those nylon strainers. So kava goes in the strainer, and alright, so what I'm noticing already is that these 2 kavas have a very similar color. And I'm doing this video podcast right now because I think it's interesting to notice within one company, especially these Hawaiian ones, there seems to be a lot of similarity between the different kavas. Alright, so let's get back to the Nene and squeeze a little bit more. Now, when I'm squeezing kava through a strainer, one thing that I a marker that I look for when I know it's time to stop squeezing is when you're squeezing the kava, there's usually like some kind of oil or greasy kind of texture to the strainer when the kava is not done. And you start to know that the kava is getting to a good place where you might want to start thinking about stopping the kneading process when that oily texture goes away. And it's hard to see, but this kava, I don't want to spill this on my keyboard, but this kava has a nice, very nice frothiness to it. And for me, that's always a really good indication that you have a good quality kava. I don't know if that's true or not, but at least aesthetically, to me, it has like this kind of phosphorescence that is very agreeable. Okay, so now, you read a lot of things about kava needing to be squeezed for 10 minutes or whatever, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Usually at least they recommend 6 minutes. But to be perfectly honest, right now it feels right. If I had made 6 cups of kava with 6 tablespoons of dried root, then I probably need it longer, but this is ready, okay? That, you can't see it, of course, so it's useless for me to show this to you, but right now, as I squeeze this, there's no oily feeling at all remaining in the strainer. So, in my mind, I'm aware that this kava is ready. And it's one of those kinds of knowledge that you get through practice. You can't really explain to somebody how to make kava. That person has to get into the motion and really learn how it's done for themselves. So I got my shell here. Okay. I got to be careful here because my computer's right there. But this kava has a nice brown texture, color. A nice frothy texture, and maybe I'll try to put up pictures of it later. But like a wine taster, I'm going to taste this kava and try to explain it to you as best as possible. Now on the bag it says, smooth, organic, local, king of Pacific beverages. Well, that's just talking about kava in general. It doesn't really describe anything about the flavor. It's a cool bag though, kind of like a coffee or espresso bag. I don't know why there's a duck on it. I don't know what that's supposed to signify. And it says Piper methysticum root, 16 ounces. Provides relief from anxiety and stress. Very true. All right, so here we go. All right, so very good. All right, so one of the things that I'm noticing on my palate is a very full, bitter, kind of strong taste. It's low. It's a low taste. This is not a high kava like Chief's Jungle from Knock 'Em All at Home, or New Guinea, or even let's see, like something like Stone. This right here has a very low but bitter, almost a nutty, creamy taste. I'm starting to feel some of that warmth and numbness in my mouth, which we all know is very pleasant. The back of my throat is becoming very numb. It has a very pleasant aftertaste. As a matter of fact, this is one of the best aftertastes I've had from a Hawaiian kava, because typically it leaves you with this kind of almost gagging, nauseous taste. Very good. Very, very pleased with that. I don't think I've had any of that in a long time, and I didn't review it on Kava, so sometimes I get new Kavas and they come in and I make them, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna review this tonight. It's gonna be great, and then I drink like 4 shells and I'm like, no, don't want to review that tonight. I want to listen to some jazz music, which might be a new approach, because these video podcasts might be easier for me to do and more enjoyable for you. I don't know. We'll see with the feedback. I'm probably rambling a lot. No script, so don't judge. I don't got a script, so don't blame me for. All right. So now we're gonna go with the Awa Moa, and I did review this so on Kava. So if there's an inconsistency between my reaction here and what I wrote on there, well, Kava hits you different on different days. And you should know that I did not read the review of Moa before getting into this, so I'm just going to give you my raw reaction without looking back at what I said the first time around. So comparing the Nene to the Moa, and I don't know how useful this podcast is going to be, because I don't think I've seen this Kava for sale, this Nene. I don't think I've seen that for sale on the Hawaiian Kava website for like, I don't know, 6 months or something. And by the way, I should add on that note, the 6 months note, you know, I really don't think that Kava goes bad, at least within like even a year, because I have Kava that I bought a year ago. It's still up in my cupboard. And I gotta say, I still bring it out and make it, and it still works. It still tastes good. I don't know what the experts say, but I don't consider myself an expert. But still tastes fine to me. I made some Stone the other night, Knock 'em All at Home Stone, and I haven't bought Stone from them for probably like a year and a half. And I made it, and I was like, yeah, that's good. All right, so here's the Moa. Darker. Similar color, but darker. Similar color, but darker. Don't even know if you can tell. All right, so all right, totally different. That Kava tastes totally different from the Nene, and I would say that it's even lower. Really strong cocoa notes in there, and cocoa undertones. Very delicious. Far preferable to the Nene in terms of taste. I know there have been some other people on the Kava discussion boards that have tried Moa. I don't remember what they said, but very nice flavor. I am not going to be able to compare the feelings from these two Kavas because I've just drinking them back to back. But I will say that the Nene immediately hit me after I drank it, and the Moa is hitting me right now, and I feel really great. I've had a long day, pretty stressful day, but it's all flushing out right now, and I feel great. And I hope that you enjoyed this podcast. Again, I reviewed the Moa, and I reviewed the Nene. And on flavor alone, this is the winner. And I guess I'll have to try this one independently and get back to you on what the overall feeling of that is. But just to refresh, this podcast is supposed to be kind of a demonstration of how I make Kava. So within the past 10 minutes, I have made 2 different kinds of Kava very fast, very quickly. I feel the effects very strongly. I'm going to continue to drink Kava over the next couple hours until all that kava's gone. The kava that I made, to clarify. And that's it. So from San Diego, this is Kava Sewer. Thanks for watching. Hope to see more of you guys on the discussion board soon. And bula.